Hello and welcome to Asia Gaming Brief's face-to-face series. Today I'm talking with Mr. Jay Chun. He's the chairman of Paradise Entertainment and head of the Macau Gaming Equipment Manufacturers Association. We're going to be discussing some of the opportunities for expansion of electronic gaming machines in Macau, as well as touching on some of the issues raised in the local gaming law amendments for satellite casinos. Well, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us and doing the interview. Would you be able to also comment on the gaming law that's just come out?
Yeah, that one is, basically overall, I think it's good, because they try, the more regulated the whole gaming industry. And some of the terms we still a little bit concerned. We have to see what's exactly the article is.
Right. That's regarding the satellite casinos, right?
Yes, yeah.
What's your understanding at present?
I think they try, run all the casino promise under the consensus license holder. We don't understand how it works and what's the percentage they should hold.
Okay.
But they haven't tell the detail yet, so I don't have more information to tell.
Yeah. It must be a concern for you, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Obviously, we've got Chinese New Year coming up. And again, we have COVID raging. What kind of impact is this going to have on Macau's recovery, do you think?
Well, it's with this the Omicron that is spread very fast. So even just across the board, we find some of the area was locked down already. And the people across the board, they need 24 hours, those with testing. So it is slow down the people come to Macau. But overall, we're looking for hopefully May. Look at the US and Europe, right? Most of the people were thinking this is a very mild the flu. So if the virus doesn't change anymore, then I think May will be a good day for to reopen the board. Yeah.
We've obviously seen a lot of changes in Macau in recent weeks, especially with regard to the VIP market that's left a lot of excess space. Is that an opportunity for you?
I think this for the VIP is basically special for the money lending. This and the marketing in mainland China, this is a big impact. Actually, this is since March last year, is a shorter impact already. So the people, if you cannot lending the money to the player, then especially for the mainland clients, so the market will be very small. And in the meantime, even the Hong Kong visitor and the Taiwan visitor, even the region cannot come to Macau. So I think the VIP revenue is dropped a lot. Yeah.
Is this an opportunity for you and electronic gaming machines?
Well, this actually the VIP market is a little bit different than the mass market. The mass market, personally, I think the EGM will grow very rapidly, because you look at the overall the developed area, like the casino developed area, like the US, for example. In the US, basically casino, special mass market, is that they always talking about the slow market, because the table guys is not important, because they are very few, I think it's just a contribution about 20%. The reason is, no matter you like this one or not, because the dealer is the salary need to increase annually, and the cost of the running table will be every year will be going up. So in that case, the house must be raise the minimum betting. When you look at the big casino in Macau, the minimum betting is start to 1,000 Hong Kong dollar. And if they're talking about in the US, minimum is $150, or in Europe, £100. How many people can afford to gaming, right? Yeah, it's ridiculous, but this is true. The player always want. I mean, the dealer always need to increase their salary, right? So no matter you like or not, the EGM in the future will be growth rapidly. That's what I'm thinking.
Has the pandemic helped this move towards these EGMs and particularly live multi-games?
Oh yeah, for the multi-games, like in the past couple of years, when we have all the numbers is I think the best performance in the casinos, because people now we have a kind of lockdown policy. We turn off one machines and turn on the other machines. So every two player there between there is a turn off machines there. So the people thinking they have almost 1 meter distance. So the people play sitting on the machines are much comfortable. That's why the EGM, especially multi-game, the LTGM, the job is very low. I think only 20% less.
In terms of revenue compared with 2019?
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's very outperforming the market then.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. What about elsewhere in other jurisdictions outside of Macau? Are you seeing demand too?
Oh yes, we see the demand is in the Southeast Asia, the United States. Yeah, I think there's still a lot of demand there.
So the US is performing well for you?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I mean in the slot we see the opportunity in the US market. Yeah.
So are you trying to expand more there?
Yeah, we try put more resource in that market. Yeah.
Right. And what opportunities do you see from use of new technologies in gaming?
Like now, these days, a lot of the new things. Of course, this depends which jurisdiction. It really depends on the law, because I saw some jurisdictions they start accept those the tokens, the virtual currency, right? So I think even some jurisdiction they can have an online game. Typically in this kind of pandemic, the situation, the online game is very good. But for the Macau, because we are prohibited the online gaming, so we had to find some the new games for the casinos. Yeah.
Do you think the Macau is too restrictive in terms of allowing new games?
It a little bit slow than the other market, because we have now we have a very high standard, the EGM 2.0, and this is a very strict the regulation, different than the other jurisdictions. So it will take times, let all the factory to build the new games.
And are you working on any new games right now or new products you can share with us?
Oh yeah, we really focus on some a mechanic than the ETG, because we always believe those clients they look like they like to see the number generator, for example the dice. They like to see the dice is moving. They like to see the roulette, such like that. I think the players still will be. Love this kind of game very much, and we focus on that. Try invent some new games, and also with some slot machines, we have some Chinese thing. The same the slot games. It will be on the market very soon. Yeah.
All right. So when can we expect to see those?
I think in a few months' times. Yeah.
And obviously, another big topic of some conversation with all this COVID has been the supply chain disruptions that are causing problems with the shortage of semiconductor chips. Are you having any issues along those lines?
Oh yes, we do.
Yes.
I think first of shipping, all the product is most product we manufacture in Asia, but took our few months times to ship to the US. And even, the bill validator, we shortage the bill validator because they used to be the terms is only like 1 or 2 months. Now some of the vendor, they were even talking about 6 months. Yeah. So it's now it is tough for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing to manage that situation? Is there anything you can do?
It's really depends. Like because some casino customers, they do have some bill validator install in their in their warehouse, so they understand the situation, or even they can just using the used one to install on the machines. This is now is we how to manage that.
And do you see that changing anytime soon? Is it getting better, or is it still quite acute?
In the meantime, still same. It is take like it used to be only take like 23 days. Now it takes 3 months for shipping down there. Yeah.
For shipping.
Yeah, for shipping.
Yeah.
Even sometimes the boat is in the like the on the in the Long Beach, but they're just waiting the loading. Yeah. Yeah.
And in terms of the retender that we have coming up, do you think it will go ahead in June, or do you think it will be delayed a bit?
I think the government, the target is to complete the whole bidding before the end of the year.
And will you bid?
Yeah, they'll finish the whole process before the end of the year. I think when I look at it, right, because the government said they will be, because they look at it, they cannot finish the whole thing in June. So probably it will be extend another 6 months. Right. So we're waiting a couple months to pass a bill, then a bidding process. So I think hopefully their target is before the end of this year.
And will you bid? Will you put in a bid on behalf of Paradise? Would you put in a bid?
We need a 5 billion.
We need 5 billion. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I think, of course, we are still concerned the satellite casino and the sea is an opportunity still can be survived. And as a local, I mean, the casinos still like even the Las Vegas, when you see the older town, still the local casinos still are very good. So it doesn't mean everybody should go to the Cotai side, because those local casinos, they a lot of the industry, I mean the restaurant, hotel, even the souvenir shop is surround them. But in the meantime, the most of the visitor all go to those giant casinos. If those I mean the local satellite casino will be closed down, and it will be the local, with always talking about domestic, the economy will be another impact. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. Please join us every Friday for Asia Gaming Brief's face-to-face interviews with thought leaders in Asia's gaming industry.